And we are live, everyone. Welcome. Let's
Yeehaw.
begin. Welcome to Virgin City, the capital of the ruling empire of Cadlia, the continent on which you all live. You have come here for various reasons, but primary amongst them is to investigate mysterious conspiracies which seem to be in the rising in these parts. And yet those conspiracies may yet be the most important thing here, as news has reached your ears of an invasion from the north, led by the enemies of the Virgin Empire of old, the Axaris regime. It has been a different path for each of you to come to this place. But most recently, we go to you, Gwei here, who finds yourself standing in the center of the throne room of the Virgin Spire, contemplating a message which you just received from a person of unknown voice, transmitting into your mind and requesting that you take action required to, at a place beneath the spire, open a portal to the Nine Hells.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
What was the voice again? What was the voice like?
The voice, I would say, closely most resembles a Southern Belle accent.
Got it. Okay, so I have no idea who this person is. At
They
the
said
same
they are
time,
a friend of Margie.
Yeah, I mean, I think Margie's pretty good at not keeping bad company. And I also kind of trust. I kind of trust the what's this character's name?
The Vizier Yina?
Yena. Yena, yeah. I trust Yena. I mean, she knows she can work her magic. I don't necessarily need to be there with her, but I know that she's working with me, so I know she's not gonna let stuff slide while I'm not there.
You watch as she, along with Commander Garrett, makes their way into what appears to be a mess hall.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have to meet up with her later. Or honestly, I'm probably sure she'll find me. So this is under the Emerald Spire is where this portal supposedly is. I don't have any other information.
Correct.
Okay. I'm probably going to walk up to a guard.
Sure. Lei, Sue will be with you in just a moment. Go ahead, Ben.
And ask them, hi, I am working on behalf of Vizier Yena. She asked me to look into something in the lower levels of the spire. Are you able to give me directions on how to get there?
Might I ask what you're looking into? The guard responds.
I would love to tell you, but unfortunately, I'm not even sure myself. Yena said that she would send further instructions once I got there.
Right. Fair enough. Well, if it's below the complex level, it could only be in the crypt. But beyond that, I don't know why you would be sent to the lower levels. It's mostly just storage down there.
The crypt. That sounds promising. I know she was investigating something involving necromancers.
Right.
There you go.
Follow me.
I'm trying to half bluff and half just
right.
Not tell the whole truth. Like I'm using enough truth to make it sound convincing without openly lying to them, you know?
Following her through this way, you come to a room where various storage units stand, as well as papers likely for use in the meetings in the room you just passed through.
Not this gnomish fellow.
Here to this set of stairs leading down into the lower levels of the spire, where the guard descends. Says, "Follow me." As you descend, you pass through a ground level, likely it is, with a long hallway leading to the east. You can see open doors at the end of it. Probably half a dozen to a dozen workers are moving through here, carrying crates, moving down hallways on either side of that long walkway. But then you pass across and continue down another set of stairs.
Is there a shoehorned Ark of the Covenant reference?
There just was. As for your place of arrival, it will be here. Guard leading you along. Passing
What is
by,
this?
giving nods to other guards here. What did you ask?
Okay. Oh, this guard. Anything interesting about them down here?
Nothing particularly of note. And here you come to this chamber. She says, "This is the mausoleum of the first emperor, buried along with his revolutionaries, occasionally visited as a historic novelty. Explore as you see fit."
Oh, thank you for escorting me down here. I'll tell the vizier you're extremely helpful.
Appreciated.
What was your name?
Let's come with Tati.
Tati. Oh, thank you, Tati. Is this guard just like staring at me?
Yep. Security guard in the museum vibes.
Got it. I'm gonna look around at these sarcophaguses, or I guess just kind of examine the room and see if there's anything that would be a good lead as to how to open a portal here.
Make a perception or investigation check.
Okay, I'll do a perception. Actually, I'll do investigation. I have the same bonus.
Excellent. I would say that besides citing the names, some of which you have passing familiarity of Jastor Gulliver, of Nor Gumpen, of Tardon Gulliver, there is...
These are the people that made that pact with the Emerald Dragons, correct?
That's correct. You note in this section of the room what appears to be a wall that is slightly different in its stonework. Just this little section right here than the other smoothed works around here.
Cool. I'm gonna look around to see if this is some kind of hidden entrance, pushing on it.
Working your way around with that 17 investigation, you don't seem to be able to find any hidden buttons or anything. There are a couple of cracks, and you do get the sense that there is space on the other side of this wall.
Cool. I am going to like squint my eyes out of the room, and I'm gonna say, "What the?" And then I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion and just blast the sound of a child laughing in the hallway.
This guard turns their head, kind of steps this way, looks out the door. You hear another guard down the hall, sort of walking around looking for a sign of disturbance.
Cool. As soon as they're out of earshot, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to cast Dimension Door, and my target is just going to be like 5 feet behind this wall.
Smooth. You pass through.
Sick. This looks like a portal to hell to me.
And there, within a old, rough-hewn room with a soft crimson glimmer to it, is a circle, an infernal circle, etched upon the stone. And yet, to a circle such as this, you do not have an activation sigil. There's nothing you can do with it right now, save simple analysis. you will
I
need
want
some
to do that.
way to learn how this portal is activated.
Cool. I could try using a. I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic on this thing.
I will say to
And see if.
this, Guahir, you can spend the next period of 20 to 60 minutes investigating with no yield. At that point, you may choose to depart this spire, sneaking past the way you came, and make your way to find Dirk at the tavern where he was set to go. Does that sound fair?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. In that case, let us go to our friend Latifolia. Lay, welcome back. It's good to have you with us.
The llamas.
And so to you, we bring your perspective back a small bit of time. To when you awoke from what was a fairly long period of slumber. Finally emerging from this tree that you have become well acquainted with as a bed, you stretch yourself, and yet troubled has been your rest. You recently, within the Elven Garden, touched a blackened acorn. Corrupt, strange was it. And after that touch, your hand became afflicted with this dark corruption. It has continued to try and spread, thus was one of the reasons you went into this extended slumber. And to that end, your body has also begun to grow, growing new, fresh green vines to combat the spread of this affliction. That has included covering your mouth. To that end, you are unable to speak at this time, but Silda, one of the young children of the Valley of Rain, who has been a friend to you, very excitedly rushes to you to check on you, saying, Lottie! Lottie's finally awake! Are you okay? Outside of words, how about you communicate?
He kind of gets down on one knee, and then okay, I got this. Give me a second. I can't figure out how to get to my character sheet. The interface changed, but I'm gonna cast. What is it? Goodberry?
Yes. It is in
Cast
characters. It should be at the top of the list. I just moved it for you. Top folder.
Portrait. Yep. Sorry.
No worries, and I'm now going to move it down alphabetically now that you've got it.
Perfect. So I'm gonna cast that. Goodberry. Only this time, instead of just appearing in Lottie's hand, I think like a couple of plants show up, and then they flower, and then the flower petals fall away. Like basically like a sped up version of how a berry grows on a plant.
Yeah.
So it's changed a little bit. And then Lottie tilts his head and nods to kind of answer the question.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to see you, Silda will say. Before long, you will see Gwei here.
He stands up and kind of salutes.
You'll see Gwei here and Frida, and even that rascal of a paladin, Dirk, making their way in your direction to check on you. But we go now to a moment further along the travel, which you immediately after this moment took to make your way to Virgin City. Crossing the land of the continent of Cadlia, you made your way from the Valley of Rain, through the city of Sommerst, where Gwahir hails from, until on your way to the city proper, Virgin City that is, you crossed through a mysterious forest, which, by recollection of the soldiers which you walk with, was not present a mere 2 weeks ago when they passed through this way. In the center of that forest, you especially, Latifolia, felt dread, felt arousal, felt anger and hatred. And in that space, did your allies do battle with a manifestation of the forest that after its defeat, you would approach to investigate?
So this creature's dead.
It is. But it awoke in your allies hatred for one another, which forced them to draw blades upon each other until that hatred dissipated. And as you look at it, you cannot help but feel a sense of familiarity.
Can I? What can I do? Summon beast. Here. Insect plague. Scrying. No. Call lightning. Just call lightning. No, I'm kidding.
Just get it on the phone. Like, hey, lightning, how you been?
How you been? No, just zap the corpse a few times, and then it gets up again.
Is there anything
I
in
can't
particular?
talk to it.
Right. That you would like to do? Perhaps just
I
make
don't-
some kind of a skill check?
Yeah.
What do you want to know? What are you trying to inquire?
Like, if there's any residual energy that has like a, I don't know if this is a thing, but that has like a purpose to it. If I can ascertain something besides just like dread and rage.
Okay, make me an insight skill check.
Kind of
Yes.
figuring out if did this thing have to die, you know?
Yeah.
Did that work?
7. It worked, but the roll
Great.
wasn't very good. You are befuddled by it, and yet as you look at it, you can see the creases between its bark. There is a similar blackened kind of corruption as that which you are currently trying to stave off.
What? I think I'm gonna cast. Give me a second, if I can find it. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Entangle, but like with flowering vines to kind of like cover up everything with like flowering vines to kind of give this creature some rest
Okay.
and kind of like visually cover up the like rot, for lack of a better word.
All right, excellent.
Kind of as a way of being like putting this creature to rest.
Excellent. As you do so, you feel curiosity. You find your gaze wandering out to the forest, its treetops. Why is it here? It shouldn't be here. And yet
Can I
there is...
talk to a tree?
You can. Let's go with that.
Let's go with the biggest one that looks the oldest.
As you approach one of these trees of large scale and press your hand to it, looking at its ground, you can see the earth here has been rended open. As you place your hand upon it to speak with it, you feel a cry, a "Ah!" pained and desperate, like a baby.
What about the next tree?
You move to it. It is the same. A different tone of voice. It is a distinct creature, but this creature was grown forcefully, you sense, and quickly.
How big is this forest?
It is wide. It was wide enough that you had to go through it. Going around would be days off your journey. It spread. And as you now look out through a break in the canopy to the east, towards the direction of the forest you'd been in before, the Forthane Forest, something strikes you about its profile. There is something rising atop it. It appears to be a singular large tree growing out of its top.
Oh, I don't like that. I think, and this is gonna be very surprising, but I think Lati would go and like touch as many trees as he could and try to talk to them. And I'm assuming they would just all be the same thing of like, what the fuck?
Correct.
Why am I here? I'm in pain.
That's right.
From approaching the forest, is it kind of this new forest? Is this like separated enough from other areas of vegetation?
No. It
Damn it.
seems to be connected.
I was just gonna burn the whole thing down.
Oh, wow. There's some development.
I know.
Well, I'd help with that.
But how to control it is the question.
Controlled burn.
Yeah, but he's not just gonna like light a fire and have it spread to other forests.
Right.
The idea
Wasn't
is
this
to put,
forest in the middle of like a what was once a plain?
That's
it's
right.
probably not connected. Is it connected to other forests, or is it just like in the
Yeah.
middle of the open?
It is connected. It seems to have spread out from one of the established forests of Cadlia.
so if I lit it on fire, it would just
It could.
bad idea.
Yeah. The caravan that you travel with continues to move through, and before long, after speaking with these trees, you hear calls from folks who are to say, Latifolia, are you coming?
I still can't talk, right? No talking?
Correct.
Well, I like that. Okay. I think he says to the tree, well, obviously not with... I'm assuming I can still speak with the trees,
Yes.
because it's in my head.
Yes.
And I am the Lorax. No, just kidding. Yeah, I think I'd say to the tree, like, I'm not leaving you. I will be back.
Very good. All right. And so you moved on. And so you made your way to the great city of the Virgin Empire. And the time for rest came, the night, as Gwahir investigated the Emerald Spire. Dirk made his way to a local tavern. You sought and found near the Opera House the closest place to make rest in a tree.
I was like, I saw the map and I was like, I know where I'm going.
Park.
And so as you take your rest, we will come to you in the morning. And we will go instead to the morning first for Shael, who, in her home in the Deathbinder estate, prepares to, with the assistance of her friend Rose, cast a ritual to contact a deity.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
This could go very well or very poorly.
Before we do that, I will need a reminder of the name of the person that she wants to know. Who the other funeral home director.
You, the one who was killed or the one who you worked with?
The one that was killed. I don't remember. I don't remember his name. But that is, like we talked about, that's gonna be...
His name is
the
Gavin.
thing. Okay.
Gavin and Sons
Okay.
was the business.
Right. Okay.
But the fun and funeral indeed.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
as Rose has, within your bedroom, created a small ritual circle using candles, incense, and various scriptures, she'll say, all right, it's all set and ready. Just kneel in the middle and I'll do this rest.
Okay. Thank you for helping. This is really super important. And I won't feel better until I have the answer to the question. That I just won't feel better until I have an answer to my question.
All right. So, you kneel. Rose casts the spell, which causes candles to alight, incense to burn, mixture of refreshing and slightly off-putting scent swirls around you, and you feel divine energy create a connecting bridge. Ritual, as is described in our chat, will allow... Where are we? This divination... Yes, this is divination, in fact. Divination will allow you to be in contact with a god or their servants and ask a single question regarding something. So, Shael, as you attempt to reach out to Mir, the dead lord of rest, what will you say to him?
Big fan, first time caller, long time listener. It'll be sorry to trouble you. I'm sure you're very busy. I have a question. I really would like to know the answer. It's super important if you could. There was a man, Gavin, and his two sons. Had a funeral home in another town. They were murdered horribly and turned into zombies. And I'm sure it was really awful. If you could please, could you please tell me who killed them?
You feel a bridge, a connection. Short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen is my prompt. Well, I think there's only one natural answer, but I'm actually going to, in a rare case of checking for omniscience, make a skill check for a god. There we go.
I would think I'm pretty good stats. I don't know.
19 will do it. You hear the voice of Lord Mir converse with you, Shael, one which you've heard before and may hear again. He responds to say but one word. Deathbinder.
Well, I know that wasn't me. I didn't do that. Okay. Thank you. Sorry again to trouble you. Thank you for answering my question.
The connection has been broken. The candles go out, and it is just smoke around you. Rose said, "Did he get back to you?"
He, Lord Mayor was kind enough to answer my question. Yes. Thank you, Rosie, for your trouble.
No problem. No problem. Hey, Mara and Voya and I are gonna kind of take a look around town. I imagine you want to keep up with your family a little bit.
Yes, I think
We're just gonna get the lay of the land.
I will meet up with you later. But do me a favor, find somewhere else to stay tonight. I don't want any of you to stay here.
Yeah, we'll find a place.
Anymore.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Okay.
And Rose will
yes.
very busily get her stuff and begin to leave.
Yeah, she wants everybody to pack up their stuff and get out of the house.
So it's just you. Will you go down the stairs to see your family and make plans for the day?
She's gonna gather up her stuff.
Excellent.
She doesn't also want to stay here. She's gonna go downstairs and see which between her father and grandfather, which one she finds. Preferably both. But she specifically needs them. At least one of them.
Then make your way down the stairs to locate your family.
Stairs and stairs.
This leads into
It's
the
my
main
house.
hall.
You'd think I know where I'm going, right?
As you enter the front room, you can see your mother, who is sitting on a bench and looks up and says, "Oh, hi, Shael. Good morning." She's got a coat around her shoulders, seems ready to leave. Says, "Your father and grandfather left early for the day, had some more meetings up at the Spire. I thought I could take us for a mom and daughter lunch. How do you like that?"
Of course. That would be nice. I would love to tell you about all of my adventures so far. I had hoped to speak with Grampy or Papa or both, but I guess it can wait.
You know them. Busy work.
Yes, busier than I would have thought, I think.
Come, we'll go to the Gentle Plenty. We'll go right by the Opera House. She extends her hand to you.
That sounds nice. If you don't mind, I'm going to bring my things with me. I think I'm going to meet up with my friends later. I think we'll be leaving soon to go on more adventures.
You're still within your first year. You're all set.
Yes, I'd like to go on more adventures. If I could.
All right.
Yes, let's go out. I don't want to be home right now.
So she'll take your hand and lead you out the front, headed into Virgin City. So, we will then go to Way here, with whom we started, as you, fairly briefly, arrive at the tavern, which I've just described. The Gentle Plenty. Within the Commons District the Middle District of Virgin City, you will find, here you will hear a bustle of drinks and busyness. You will see Dirk and his mentor, Gervin, at the bar. You will see a dog that runs around with glee, lapping at people's ankles, looking for scraps. A cat sits atop a piano at the end of the stage, and a warm fire burns in a hearth. As you enter the space, a dwarf comes up from the lower levels where the kitchens must be and says, "Oh, a new visitor! Hello!
Howdy.
Tavon Deep Mug, and welcome to the Gentle Plenty, my bar. How are you?"
I'm great. Do you have any performance for the evening?
"Oh, not tonight. Sorry to say."
Well, you're in luck. I just so happen to be a traveling bard if you're looking to hire someone.
"Oh, I'd be more than pleased. What's your going rate?"
How about drinks for me and my friends? And I gesture at the paladins and maybe a night.
Charitable
Night
woman
in one of your
after my
rooms?
own heart. Fortunately for you, I'm engaged. Again. Let me get you something. Rick, a drink for the fine lady. And as the halfling behind the counter hops down from a stool he's standing on and rushes over to the drinks, you will be brought whatever you want while the paladins of Stamos enjoy their tea.
Okay, I'm gonna drink a glass of wine.
Excellent. And prepare for, I assume, a performance on hand, or did you wish to check in with the paladins before we move to Latifolia?
I'm gonna check in with them, and then I'm going to go play afterwards. I just want to let them know about the magic circle that I found, the teleportation circle that I found, and should I not be telling them that?
Oh, no, you certainly can, and as you do, Dirk will say, "Pah! Foul infernal magic. So, and to that end, they will move on with their discussion regarding potential deal between the Order of Stamos and the Epicrium vendors.
Now, wait, I'm at a loss because I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to open this portal, and so I left. Was my idea just to come here because I didn't have anywhere else to go?
That's correct. This may follow.
Okay.
Right around. You've
Well-
not missed anything.
Since they don't seem to be have any idea what the hell I'm talking about.
That's right.
I'm going to take my glass of wine, and I'm going to go sit at this piano, which I have not played in a long time. I actually don't have proficiency in playing pianos.
You haven't played
But-
it in a long time, but you know musical theory, so you can give it a go.
I'm going to give it a little practice whirl. What should I roll here? Performance check.
Performance, please. And
I'm
this
going
will
to give
carry through.
myself bardic inspiration. When I said rolled an 8, I'm a D10. And then I'm going to roll my performance check. I rolled a
No
2.
one would ever know.
I rolled a 2. Yeah, I use illusion magic to make my performance sound way better than it actually is manually. I essentially auto-tune, you know.
I love that.
Excellent. So, we go now, as you, Quay here, prepare your performance, to the parks outside of the Opera House, wherein Latifolia has found himself a place of rest. And as they awake from that slumber, he finds himself to be feeling a lot better. The corruption has whittled down to but a small patch sitting on the back of whichever hand it was which touched the acorn, and the overgrowth.
Sounds so itchy.
Yeah. The overgrowth which awoke it, or combated it, I mean to say, has now receded back a little bit. Your mouth is available again, and as you can step out of this tree, you also find that the treant root, which usually has sat on your back, is gone. At least until you look around, and then you see it rooted on its own in the ground.
Is that a face?
That's a face. And looking at it, it is a very tiny manifestation of the form which you took on in your last great battle. What will you do?
I'd tilt my head and stare at it for approximately 3 minutes straight.
As you do so, it slowly kind of turns its head to look in your direction, tilted as well. Doesn't say anything yet.
Okay, I think he would tilt his head the other way and then repeat the process. So this is about like 10 minutes of just staring at the
Yeah,
thing.
and it will mirror said process.
You know, trees don't, per Lord of the Rings, don't do anything quickly.
That's correct.
I think then he would say, I think he would kind of like open his mouth and the residual vines would kind of like crack and fall away. He'd say, am I seeing things?
Tree looks up at you and says in a squeaky and almost slightly grumpy voice, Baobab!
Oh, what now?
Baobab! It says.
That is entirely and completely useless to me.
It pulls its feet out of the ground and runs across the lawn towards you and sort of taps on your feet, trunks, looks up at you and says, Baobab! Eyes focused intently on you.
You want me to carry you? Because I can do that.
It starts to climb you.
There we go. I think in the back of his head, he's like, this is fucking weird.
Shael, you and your mother are walking along this way, and as you pass by, as you're telling her perhaps about your time in the Valley of Rain, you glance into the nearby gardens to see Latifolia, whom you recognize from the valley. Will you greet them?
I feel like Latifolia is very recognizable no matter where Well, the Foley is like,
Oh yeah, he's very tall.
yeah. So I think Shia would kind of like, just kind of tug at her mother's coat, say, oh, that's unexpected. One of the friends I made on my recent adventure, happens to be in the park over there. Would you like me to introduce you?
Say, oh,
Um,
yes, please.
um, um, and Shia will start to like wave and call out, hello, my giant tree friend. I don't know if you remember me, but I remember you. I'd like to introduce you to someone, if you have a moment.
I am this is me, the player, asking. Would this be surprising to me, or like, did I know I was going to see Shael again?
You knew that Shael was going to the same place as you.
Oh, okay. So
By
not super surprising.
but by a different road. So
Okay.
there's a small amount of surprise.
Okay.
How
I
will
think
you
you'd say,
Okay.
I'm thinking, sorry. I, too, am slow.
Perfect. So
Not just my character. I
as
think you'd say, it is a pleasure to see a friendly face.
You have picked a very lovely park um, to come and visit. It is one of the nicest places in the city, and it is very nice to see you. And you're looking well and very tree-like. And if I can introduce you, Mama, this is a friend, Lata Folia, that I met on one of my many adventures. This is my mother, the very, very famous singer, Harmonious Quicksilver.
hello, and this woman steps forward and extends her hand to look for a hand, who is dressed in a beautiful garb and a simple coat. A woman of high elven origin that appears similar to those who you met in the Forthane Forest, but definitely has a energy of not being a rural elf. Definitely more urban.
I don't know if Lottie knows what to do when someone holds their hand out.
And so she'll then pull her hand back and say, well, you're a wonderful creature.
He kind of stares at it and goes, it is a pleasure to meet you.
And you. And I'm glad to know that my little Shael's been making good friends along the road. We're just going to get some breakfast over at the Gentle Plenty. You want to come along?
I can certainly sit with you.
Let's go then. She'll take your hand, Shael, and start leading the way.
I'm assuming that because the treant root is like making physical contact with my body, I can like in my mind say things to it.
Certainly.
So I'd be like, basically be like, you cool with that?
And you will hear
And then
in
I
your
think
mind.
I think he'd stop himself and be like, I'm driving. You're cool with that.
In your mind, you will then hear, Baobab.
I think so without any context, Shael and her mother would just hear a big sigh, which sounds like a gust of wind rustling through like leaves.
Excellent. So, I'll bring us then to be united. Here at the Gentle Plenty will arrive your small entourage.
Quick question from me, the player. Gavin, his sons, that was Port Thoris we were in?
Yes.
Okay.
And you make your way towards this tavern where Harmonious leads you.
I think Shia would ask, because I don't know if she ever saw Latifolia eat, and considering the trees kind of don't, like, eat, I think she'd ask, how exactly, I don't know if it's exactly a place for you to find nourishment in a tavern. I'm glad you're coming with us. That's really lovely. But don't feel that you have to try and eat or drink anything if that's not uh, normal for you.
I think he'd tilt his head and say, I appreciate the company. That is all I require.
Uh, well then, I'm glad that we ran into you, and you can experience the very nice tavern in the city, at least for the atmosphere.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
As you enter the space, you hear the flow of piano calmly being played from the stage and can see your friend Gwei here. Up there, a cat atop the piano gives a meow as you start and jumps down and rushes away.
Him's a singing.
If the cat gets lost in the giant tree that just walked in, I don't know if I'm going to do it myself.
No.
As you enter, Harmonious will say, Tazan, can I get a table for two, please? And the dwarf will pop back up from the kitchen and say, oh, absolutely. Just, come here, doggy. Just this one if you like.
Yeah, bumper.
Harmonious will take a seat there, allowing you all to connect as you like.
If I don't know if the chairs would be in the way, like Shia will move the chairs if Latifolia can't exactly sit on one or
fit. I think he'd be happy sitting on the stairs. Basically
There
a
you go.
giant chair.
Perfect.
There you go.
I don't have a spell that can do this necessarily, but for flavor, can I enchant the piano to just continue playing and then I get up and walk away and sit at the table?
Yes, please.
Shia would actually like stand up for a moment and try and like curtsy a little bit, seeing Gwei here. Welcome to the city, Elder. If you haven't already been here before, maybe you have. I'm not really sure. But if you haven't, welcome. And if you have, welcome back. It is very nice to see you again.
It's a pleasure to see you as well. If I've been here before, I don't remember it, but I don't remember a lot of things.
As you say such, Shael's mother holds her hand out. It says, I'm Harmonious Quicksilver. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. And what was your name?
I pause for a second and I shake her hand. And I look at Shael. Shael look distressed at all?
Yes. Not at the situation, not at you, not at her mother, not at the giant tree friend. But yeah, she's not exactly her normal weird self.
I'm going to say, I'm going to shake her hand and I'm going to give her my name, but my name is Quahir Alessandro. I'm going to say apologies. I was taken aback by your perfume. Is that rosemary?
I'm sorry. Did you say Gwei? Oh, it's a pleasure to me in the presence of you. I've heard your work, of course. And Harmonious is unusually a little starstruck. Says, your flute solos are inspirational to me.
Flute solos. Do you play?
Of course, I play many instruments. I am a bard, like yourself, of course.
Oh, would you like to play together?
yes, I could also offer if you would like to be a special guest of honor at my performance at the Opera House in the coming days.
Me perform at the Opera House here?
Yes.
Have I done that before?
No, but I'd always hoped that you'd come by.
Yes, I'd be happy to do that. That actually sounds like a nice break from all of the muck I've been dealing with lately.
I'll speak with the booking director as soon as I go in for rehearsal this evening.
Excellent.
So I think we did talk about it once while we were adventuring together. Mama is a very, very well-known, very famous singer. She's one of the most famous people in the city. And you actually were familiar with her work, and you knew her name when I mentioned it.
I am
For those that don't recall, Gwei here has
Derivative.
opinion of this music.
But the 15-year-old didn't know what that word meant, so she thought it meant she's great.
I am sorry. I have a neurological condition that makes my memory quite unreliable. But Shael did jog my memory. I'm a huge fan of your work.
Is that a deception check, Ben?
Should I have... You're making me roll deception here? Alright, I got a +9.
That's fine. Unless...
I know she wants to believe me, so...
I'll have her roll insight at disadvantage then.
Oh my god. Can you give yourself bardic inspiration?
I think I'm gonna
It's an
need it.
8. Alright. She'll say, "Oh, I'm absolutely humbled. Thank you." Shael, you didn't tell me you were any musically inclined friends.
Oh, well, I would imagine that Elder is has a lot of skills, very, very impressive skills. I don't think we really had a chance to talk about them. We were probably busy doing other things.
I was mostly using my music to immobilize frost giants in the wilderness with your daughter.
Her eyes go wide and her mouth kind of hangs agape for a second. At this time, Latifolia, please make me an insight and perception check. We'll take the highest of the two.
Yes. Insight and perception?
That's right.
Insight and perception.
Wow.
Whoa.
Jeez, all right.
Nice.
Yeah, perception I
Really?
mark on.
Wow.
You notice
Great.
as 4 of the people in this room begin to shift the ruffles of their clothing. They begin to, from their sides, draw the glints of blades and to start to move with haste
No,
towards
thanks.
all of you.
No, thank you. Can I cast the thing
Duh.
immediately because I realized that early?
Wait, towards us? What did we do?
Towards you. Yes, Latifolia, make that cast, and I'm going to give you
Jeez.
all... That cast is for free, and then I'm going to need you all in initiative. But you are not surprised, thanks to that check.
We were gonna leave a tip, you bastards! Like, what the hell? What's
Well,
the
I'm fucking
problem?
surprised.
Oh my god, look at this crowd!
I'm like 3 glasses of wine deep. And I'm talking about music. I am not paying attention for assassins.
And I'm gonna cheat and ask for your help, Jake Henry, on
Yeah.
where do you think is the most effective?
Oh, please. Please,
I'm
I'm always
not
happy
very-
to help with that.
I'm
So,
not very strategic, but I'm assuming Latifolia would be. So, like, using some strategery to put the box down where it would make the most sense.
So what we can do is we can get...
Can you tilt the cube? Oh no,
Probably.
just do it that way, and then maybe I
So we'll do
accidentally catch Shael in it. Sorry.
Just to diagonalize it.
Here,
Yeah,
that's
just like
all
that.
right.
Perfect.
I mean, if you have to catch her in it to stop baddies, like, she's not going to be upset.
All right. And these are strength saves, not con saves.
We'll get some civilians, but it's okay. It's not a.
All right. So we
Well,
are
at this
going
point,
to
we don't know
tilt
who's
it,
good and who's bad.
which is going to
I was gonna
entangle.
say, maybe the civilians are into it.
Yeah. Entangle the civilians and these 4 cultists who have just rolled into initiative.
All 4 of them?
That's right. They
Oh
rolled
my God.
very badly on the round of strength saves as
think
they appropriately
I would-
needed to.
I would address the 2 civilians and say, "My sincerest apologies," and then turn to the cultists and say, "I do not take too kindly to those who would disrupt the lovely interaction I am having with my friends here."
They will spit in your direction and begin to conjure spells at you. Shall you act first?
Jeez. Okay. Well, I think her first move, honestly, would be to get up on the table and kind of make sure her mother's behind her. Do you know what I mean?
I'll protect
block
you.
it. Yeah, basically, I'm the 15-year-old who just kills people for a living now. It's fine. Yeah, she'd actually stand up on the table and make sure that her mother's behind her. And shoot, but there's innocent people here too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
And we're inside.
Including 2 that just walked in the door.
Nah, god damn it, people.
Oh no, they're hot.
It's the lunch rush.
It's the lunch rush.
All right, so she's got these 2 fools. All right. God damn it. She wants to get the innocent people out of here if she can.
The Lacton 1.
Just start blasting.
I mean, really, what else does
Don't
she
shoot
do?
a fireball. We'll be fine.
You know what? She doesn't have it. We are fine. She can't. She
A
can't.
15-year-old with fireball is a bad idea. Both the liquor and the spell.
All right, let's start off small because she doesn't want to destroy the place, and she also doesn't want to hurt civilians. She is going to do an old favorite, under the feet of this one here, right at their feet.
All right.
Yes.
That's a fail. 12 points
Cool.
of fire damage, and they give a.
Yeah, and I don't know what else sets on fire, honestly, but her family's wealthy. They'll pay for the damages.
Poor people just trying to have lunch. Damn.
Really, the food's not that bad. Calm down, folks.
If it's a 5-foot cube, could you get 2 of them with one?
No, it's just. It's just this.
Just one guy?
Yeah, and usually for flavor, just she does it right at their feet just to watch them hop around like idiots.
All right.
And then
They
at
aren't
the
up
top
anywhere.
at the top of her lungs, I think she's going to just say, "If you're not an evil cultist who's currently trying to kill us, please go. Come back later. The tavern is currently closed for business."
All right. Excellent.
And just hope that people get the F out of town.
Lottie, you're up. What are you going to do?
Does my Bobob friend here have his own?
He will
Turn.
act on your turn, and as this fight starts, he rushes forward, saying, "Bam, bam."
And I'll just say, "He's all yours, buddy. But mind the flames, please."
Attacks him, dealing a total of 9 points of damage.
So, can I do something as well, or is that? my
Yeah,
turn?
you have a turn.
Oh, good. I'm gonna thorn whip the guy who's already bloodied. 'Cause why
Let's
not?
do it. That'll hit, and as a cantrip, you're also getting some psychic damage with your mind dagger,
Oh,
and
right,
that
right.
will finish this guy off. You'll give a
Nice.
as the thorn whip wraps around its neck, and then also his mind has a spasm as he falls to the ground.
Gonna start.
He's gonna look at Bob and go, "Yeehaw!"
And the small tramp will respond with, "Bam, bam."
My God.
Guahir is up, unless a lot of you like to move anywhere.
Nope, we're good. We can reach everywhere we need to from here.
I start having my illusion that's playing the piano. I start playing something that's really fast paced and just essentially combat music. And I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern, and I really don't care about the collateral damage of the spell. I'm just gonna do kind of like what Lottie did and just hit people to my southeast in a way that I can get the 3 surviving cultists, and I'm probably also gonna be hitting like all of these people with it.
Will you be hitting Dirk?
No, what's the...
I mean, Dirk can handle it, but...
It's a 30-foot cube, so...
That was just mostly for my own entertainment. All right, excellent. I'm just going to roll for the cultists and presume that some of the civilians are affected as well. And this is a wisdom save.
Yeah.
All right, they are all hypnotized. And they stand... entangled and hypnotized, stunned to the nth degree.
Well, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on myself.
All right. They act, or rather, don't act. On 1, the Paladins of Stamos enter the fray, swords drawn. Dirk says, "You would be assassins? Nonsense!" And is going to attack. And that's going to be at advantage, and that's going to be non-lethal. Bonk. Bonk. And that is, what now? We've got 23 damage, and he'll throw in a Dirk Smite.
Non-lethal smite.
David sends his regards.
I'm guessing Stamos is like, I don't believe in non-lethal, quite honestly, but do you, Dirk? Like,
That's exactly what was needed. And this cultist is blasted with the radiant damage. No non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Oh, okay, no non-lethal. He's dead. Gervin,
Stamos is the god of police brutality.
Gervin's going to strike as well, drawing a great sword and smiting on attacks. Yeah, this other guy is toast as well.
Jeez.
Uh-huh. And
This used to
down
be
go
such a
these
nice
two.
tavern.
And in addition, Rick Halfhill, the bartender, leaps across the bar with a club in hand, rushing up to this guy and says, "Get out of the bar!" and attacks. At advantage, meaning it'll hit for 4 points of damage. As the cultist, while incapacitated, gives a "Duh," which I believe breaks the incapacitate.
He has to make another save.
Okay. Saves. Oh, yes, saves, exactly. Alrighty. That is NPC turn.
Oh, he doesn't make a save. He just breaks free anyway.
Shael, you're up again.
All right. So,
Maybe we should take this guy alive. Anyone?
So this is the only cultist left, or were these also bad guys and they just...
Nope, just that one.
They just accidentally got shibari'd by the vines.
Yep.
How aroused do they look?
They look hypnotized.
All right, so Shael is gonna hop down off the table, stomp up to this one last cultist, and I mean, with an anger that a 15-year-old really probably shouldn't have ever experienced in her life, is gonna look at this fool and say, "How dare you interrupt my lovely lunch when Mama and I have a lot of important things to discuss." And she's gonna just reach out, like with her hand almost to its face, and do her one-a-day inflict wounds.
All right. So this cultist, she will say, "Blood and death," as you inflict wounds on her. What's the roll?
Oh God, I don't even know. It's
Give
probably
advantage.
a lot. I'm hoping it's a
You
lot.
do have advantage. That'll do.
Here, I'll gladly. Holy shit!
Oh my god, what?
What was that?
What the fuck?
Thought we said non-lethal.
So, needless to say, Necrotic energy washes over this cultist, and she fades into a crumbling corpse onto the ground.
She just fucking like Thanos snapped her out of existence.
That's right.
The roll is right. It's normally 3d10, and with a crit it would be 6d10. I'm worried that rolled 9d10. Or am I wrong?
No,
Do it on
don't worry.
39.
Don't worry about it. She dead.
Okay,
Well-
happy.
I guess,
Dirk will say, "How uncivilized of these people to attack us in a public place."
I agree with you on that one. Quite unbecoming of them.
Gervin, the head of the Order of Paladins of Stamos, will say, "This is ridiculous. This is unholy. We must alert the knights. We will span out across the city and find any more of these assassins." He and Dirk rush to the door, pushing past the two people coming in, saying, "Out of the way!" and then rushing off to action.
They need help.
Do they have any, now that this one's a puddle of paste on the floor, whatever might be left, do they have any religious symbols on them, any
The halfling
identifying
starts dragging the bodies
anything?
out. Yes. You see a symbol which you are coming to be familiar with as a symbol of God Orcus. A horned skull pennant worn around the neck.
Mm.
You've seen this on the cultists you encountered on the road and in the Valley of Rain.
I have not. Have I seen this before?
You fought them in the battle for the valley.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The necromancers.
Yeah,
Well,
but
those
not the nice
Making
kind.
them alive and not die.
Hmm?
Am I get that wrong?
What was that?
They were the ones making everyone not die, or the dead come back to life.
That's right.
yes. That is awful.
Yeah, they're the bad kind of necromancer. Shael's the good kind.
Searching the body, you find one last thing of interest, Shael, on this individual. Would you please read this aloud for us?
A hastily scrawled note reads, "An elf, Gwahir, a paladin, Sternglen, a tree folk lot. Terminate them. Your lives will serve the master. MG." Huh. Well, that's not nice.
MG. Do you know anyone with those initials? I mean,
So
assuming they're not
it's-
using an alias.
But it specifies Gwahir, Dirk, Latifolia, just you three. So Shael's not a part of it, Mara's not a part of it, Rosie's not a part of it, Natasha's not.
Wait, MG. I know an MG. Garrett, the fucking the dude we just brought back to the city, who we then found out was a cultist. Probably ordered these assassins to kill us.
Garrett, which ones?
Do you remember that guy we had locked up in the cell that we interrogated like 4 times in the valley?
I don't think I remember what his name was.
He was like the second in command of the people that attacked the valley. So we
He was the individual whom was negotiated for release as part of the blockade, and was the individual leading the Vergent soldiers who took over the High Clan settlement during the battle for the valley.
Yeah.
He threatened to execute one of the leaders of the High Clan, and after capture, stated that all that he did was under the influence of the cultists.
Yeah, but he was actually I dominated another cultist who admitted that he was their commander, or rather, he was the most high-ranking person that cultist knew about in the cult.
And he's here in the city now? Because
Yeah,
we let him go, right? He's the one that we agreed to give back so that there wouldn't be a war.
Yeah, so you traveled to the city separately with me. I went with the ambassador, and I I keyed the ambassador in on the fact that um that he was, suspicious, and she's actually pretty reliable and is helping us with the investigation. So she knows that he's a corrupt, and she's using him to like try and rather she knows, but he doesn't know that she knows, so she's using that to her advantage to see how much she can uncover before revealing what she knows, if that makes sense.
They know, they know, they know.
But yeah, we should
All right.
probably off that guy as soon as we reasonably can. The reason we didn't was because we thought we might be able to use him to lure, or he might lead us to other people in the cult,
Yeah, and we also, again, it was the threat of give him back or else there's going to be a fight, right? And we didn't want a fight at that moment.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of
Okay.
small fry. Like, we need to know who the leader of the cult is. I think it's Marcus Casgrove, but
Who's dead?
no, he's not. Marcus Casgrove is the commander of.
I thought he was dead.
Marcus Casgrove is the name of the general who is in charge of the Virgin military who came out of retirement recently.
We killed that guy Cadmeyer. He was.
Thank you. That's why I'm getting the names confused. It's Cadmeyer is the one that's got killed. That Shael's father and grandfather were ready to pop champagne open when they found out he was dead. They're like, "Oh yeah, he opposed us, so we're not sad he's dead."
Yeah, Shael,
Got
your
it.
parents are also in close with Cadmeyer too. So
Nonetheless, after this has occurred, rushing to you, Shael, is your mother, who was flabbergasted by the encounter, and as a consequence of it, has placed upon you all a set of temporary hit points, 11 of them, in protection. Says, "Oh my god, you're such a fighter. Your grandfather would be proud. Too proud."
Forgive me, but at the moment, I do not care if he would be proud or not proud. Same with Papa. I don't care if they would be proud or not. Which maybe is mean to say, but it's true at the moment. But yes, I have become very accustomed to having to fight at a moment's notice. And it turns out somehow I am actually okay at it. It happens sometimes, a lot lately.
Just shake her head and say, "Oh my goodness. Well, I hope that breakfast didn't come back up." She kind of gives a little bit. She might have gotten a little quizzy from that encounter.
I'm fine actually. I feel well. I was very angry, and that helped me get out some of my anger. I am still angry, but not as much.
As this
I would
conversation
like to go
is
back
happening,
to eating.
this set of women come in and say, "Oh my gosh, it's Harmonious Quicksilver!" And she'll say, "Oh, hold on, honey. Hi." The papers come out. The quill comes out. It's autograph time.
Where's Voya? Where's Voya?
Harmonious will say, "And we've got Quahir Valandrasil right here with us too. Come, Quahir, can you give her an autograph?"
I walk over and I like gauge their response. Do they at all care who I am?
If Harmonious Quicksilver cares, then they care.
Mama's got groupies.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll give them my autograph.
Baobab walks over onto the stairs where you still are, Lottie, and sits down and gives a Baobab. Which, if you haven't figured out, or I've clearly just said now, the young treant's name is Baobab, or at least that's as well as you can figure it. Looking up to you, Lottie, for guidance in this situation.
Vicky shrugs and says, "Your guess is as good as mine, buddy."
Perfect. as the fans leave with exciting giddiment, escorted by Harmonious. They wouldn't leave otherwise. She'll say, Gway here, Shael, I hope you'll stick together. Today, Gway here, make sure she takes you back to our house. We'll give you a nice dinner if you'd like it, and she'll need to be home by bedtime.
What time is bedtime?
By the time the sun's down for a little while. Have fun. And she'll take the fans away.
Shael
What
just
time is
plops-
bedtime?
She'll just plop back down at the table and just go back to eating as if nothing happened.
Forgive me, Elder. I don't often disobey Mama's requests, but no, you will not be coming back to the house for dinner or for any reason. And I do not care when bedtime is. I do not plan on going back home to sleep tonight or in the near future.
Did you find out that your family's evil?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but I did find out that they are not honest, and I think they're doing really bad things. And one of them, I'm not sure which, murdered innocent man and his two sons in their home, and then turned them into zombies. And I'm not exactly sure why, other than they must have said no to something either Grampy or Papa requested them to do, and now they're dead. And then they were zombies, but now they're really dead. And I'm just a little bit angry, and yes, I think I'm just very angry.
I mean, we've all killed people, but from what I understand, your family's very well connected here in the city.
Yes, it would appear so. All the way up to the Empress herself.
I saw them in a meeting together earlier.
I may be wrong when I say this, but I do not remember ever breaking into someone's home just to murder them and their children. Because, well, maybe I have and I just don't remember because I'm very angry. But I don't think I have. And I sure have never turned anyone into a zombie after I killed them in their home.
That's fair. Always kill people outside of their homes before turning them into zombies. It's just common courtesy. Shael, as I said a little bit earlier, I've been investigating, who's the leader of this Orkin cult. And I know that your parents are well connected, and I know that this cult goes right up to the highest echelons of the city. The Empress herself could be involved. I suspect Marcus Casgrove is involved, and it's entirely possible that your parents are involved. The only people that I know for certain should be safe, and this would be a huge shock to me if this was not true, is that Dragonborn Paladin, Pam Hawk, or whatever his name was. He seems a little bit too stupid to be involved in a cult.
Oh no!
And
it's a good thing David couldn't make it tonight.
Him?
And
Yeah,
the Vizier.
words for you.
He's not in the room.
He's out asking for an autograph from Shael's famous mother.
My goodness.
Well, it is.
A good ally, actually. Now that I think about it, might be that High Cleric, the one in the white robe. I don't remember his name, but
Roten Joval is his name, and it is mighty destined that you would mention him just now, as it is on this moment that he walks in the door of the tavern.
Wait, have I met him?
Well,
That name doesn't ring a bell.
speak of the devil.
As he comes inside, he makes his way up to the bar, quietly greeting Tazan, who is much more loudly spoken, to the point where it's as if you're hearing a half of a conversation with a, "Oh, how's it going, Rhodey? How's Bernie? How's the... Oh, yeah, you gotta bring him around sometime. I gotta give him a good pet." And then the kind of quiet, soft-spoken voice of the cleric. And then, "Oh, all right, yeah, I think they're right over there." And he points towards all of you.
Shael's met this guy?
No. But yet,
Okay.
you all feel a sense of familiarity about it. It's as if you'd almost met in a past life. And players, as a reminder, this was the individual whom met you in your pre-campaign session, whom you do not remember.
When Shael was like in the little garden?
That's right.
Oh.
You will
Hi,
I heard
friend.
I heard Lay's voice, but not the words.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you are.
Was that the guy who wanted me to get the dog out of the bush?
Exactly. Lay, would you reconnect for us briefly? I'm hearing a bit of a warble in the connection.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the guy who asked Shael to go get the... Yes, and I made a religion check because Shael just prayed to every deity within earshot, and if I remember right, I rolled a nat 20.
That would be the time.
That's the one. Okay.
How's it now, Lay?
Maybe?
Still warbling. Well, I'm not sure what
That
you
is weird.
or end. It was certainly fine before.
Yeah. Let me try something. Hold on.
Excellent. As you do so, Roten will introduce himself to you all. Say, "Hello. My name is Roten Joval. I am the High Cleric of Aniva, leader of the Pantheon of Unity. I worship here in the Grand Cathedral of Virgin City. Though I've not met you before, say besides in passing, I sense a divine familiarity to you all. Might I ask who you are?"
I'll introduce myself.
Yeah,
Quite
Shael would
formally
defer to the elder in the
Yeah,
room.
I think Lottie would also turn to Way here and be like,
And Lay, you sound
turn.
fantastic again.
Yeah,
okay.
much better.
Yeah, Lottie
Well-
would turn to Way here and be like, this talking thing, that's your thing. So,
I'll introduce everybody, including Baobab.
And
Baobab merch when?
and Roten will say, "It is an honor and a pleasure to meet you all. I sense that you walk with Aniva's grace, whether you know it or not. And I sense that we may be of aid to one another. May I have a seat with you all?"
Please.
Calmly take a chair.
There's plenty of food at the table. We had just ordered when some very evil cultists attacked. Help yourself to some food if you'd like. It would be a shame for it to go to waste because our meal was interrupted.
He'll say, "Oh, I usually partake in a much simpler breakfast. And then he gives a side eye to either side and then grabs a fork and just starts chowing down.
He's
Appreciate
like, no,
it. Quite a lot.
I can't.
No, wait, stop.
I mustn't.
He suddenly orders like seconds on our tab.
I hope it doesn't go away that far. But he will say, "Pardon me, I'm ashamed of myself." Posing himself, says, "You all, you came in with the Vizier. You were part of whatever happened in the south. A shadow has been growing in my mind. Aniva tries to perceive it, but cannot. It is hidden amongst many foes. The others in the Pantheon are wary, and one of them, whom I imagine you can assume, is rash and wills to action now. While we know not where our foe truly lies, I sense that you might be able to help me in discerning who, what we face.
How much do you know?
I know that various factions brew, various ill doing seeming. Has something happened here recently? People seem on
Like-
edge.
Here in this room?
Yes.
Yeah, we just killed 4 people in this room about 10 minutes ago. Cultists that worship the demon Orcus.
Orcus.
I think Lati would say, I don't take too kindly to those who would interrupt my time with my compatriots.
Yes, dear question, Lay. But a moment. He will say, I have heard that name, but only in my deepest of researches. To worship a god or demon which no longer exerts influence actively is quite strange. Strange indeed.
Yes, well, they're trying to resurrect him, I believe. We stopped them once in the Valley of Rain, and we tracked them here.
Who is we, might
And-
I ask? Are you part of a cooperative, a collective?
Yeah, it's more like a band of misfits. Tend to be how adventures work.
Are you all here?
3 of us. Not all of us. There are some of them, as I learned earlier today, trapped in hell.
Oh my.
And I also learned that there is a portal that they are trying to exit from underneath the Emerald Spire that I found in the tomb of the,
Don't
first
tell Gervin that there's a
Stone's
portal
Ghost.
under the spire. He might want to demolish the whole thing.
Did I already do that?
Yes.
Um,
I already did that.
But you're trying
Well,
to
let's-
open a portal to hell to help your friends. Had I not felt the influence of the divine guiding me to this conversation, I would suspect you are attempting to deceive me into doing something quite ill.
I want to explain Natas and
You
give
want to
him the
explain
back-
Natas, period.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then also just give him the full background of everything we've done and the connections between Natas and
Excellent.
what's his name, Marcus Casgrove.
Okay.
And how Marcus threw this dude into hell. I don't know all the details because he's kind of uptight about it.
You will say to that, General Castgrove does have a past which hides shadows. But this
he
does
has a
surprise
presence
me.
that hides shadows too. Let me tell you that.
You all will take some time to describe the stories of the exploits you have engaged in recently and previously. You might secure in this tavern for a mere amount of coin rooms to stay for yourselves and for Shael, your other friends who are yet not present. And then, to the extent of the portal to the Hells, Roten will say, I believe I can help you if you'd be willing to give me a little bit of trust. Say you all.
Can I give maybe just insight this guy?
Please do. All of you, if you'd
He's-
like.
He
I'd
seems
say
pretty
that's
trustworthy.
got it covered. Wow. I think though at the mention of some friends are trapped in hell, Shael would probably grab Glacier by the arm or something.
I'm sorry. Who is it that is trapped in hell? That sounds really bad. And if it's friends of ours, We need to get them out. I don't know how to, but we need to do that now.
Who traveled with you on via boat to get back to the city?
That was Mara and Rose. And so who went with Natas was Margie and some others you don't know.
Do you know anyone with a outrageous southern accent? A woman?
Make a history check, Shael.
Mm,
And Lay, why don't you roll
I'm-
insight for us real quick?
I'm gonna
No, dude.
say no.
Hmm?
History
Or
is
if so, it's
no, that's a no for you, Shael. And to
Yeah.
Latifolia and Gwei here, you feel like you can trust this man. He'll say, then follow me. I'm going to take you to the Grand Museum, where I believe answers will lie.
I like museums.
I don't know if Shael's mother eats for free, like in every place in the city. I don't know how it goes. I don't know if we even paid for our meals.
As you are
but
on your
she-
way out, you will hear, after offering to pay from the bartender, oh, she already took care of the tab. Did it on the way out. Real quick and quiet.
all right, thank you. I would feel bad if we left without paying.
So, as we step away for a brief intermission, you begin to make your way from here at the Gentle Plenty, across Virgin City, the Grand Museum in the Academic District, which we will visit briefly.
It's adorable that we have a police station in the city with the amount of crazy crime that's really going on.
we are back, everyone. Let's continue. You follow Roten Jovel, the High Cleric of Aniva in the Virgin Empire, through Virgin City to a place called the Grand Museum. Jael, you and several of your friends visited a local museum in the town of Dalefen, a place of historical import to the Empire. This museum is like it, but oh, so much grander, as its name would suggest. Great white columns rise at its entryway. Smooth stones are across its paths. The place has an air of majesty to it, as all of you follow him within to a place where upon a pedestal rests a book. This book is familiar in style to ones which all of you have seen before as a chapter of the Tales of the Emperor. Two men presently have their hands placed upon its open-faced pages. You wait for some time until they withdraw their hands and then give each other a, oh, exciting, and then make their way to another space within the museum. Roten will then step forward and say, I believe the answers you're looking for are within. Gestures to the book.
Oh, is this one of those books that you touch and it'll make you relive the events?
It's a choose your own adventure book.
Hopefully we don't
Yes to the
unintentionally
first.
alter history.
Mhm.
Now, why do you think that this chapter will be what we need?
Because I have seen through it that way into the spire through the hells. The first emperor used it when this city was under the control of the Exaris regime.
Is that how he infiltrated the city to capture it?
Yes.
So do those two dudes that just checked out the book also know about this portal then?
They do. As would all who have visited it. But you will find, and he reaches to the side in a small sort of pamphlet. It says, here. The portal used by Jastor and Jillian to enter Spire, the Exaris Spire it was then, was destroyed and walled off. All would know that it is no longer present.
That is in some capacity. Alright, well, hopefully I can see whatever command word they needed for it. Are the two of you ready to go on a little trip?
Let's go.
I think yes, I've done this before and wouldn't mind doing it again.
All right. Then when you're ready, everyone step up next to this book so that you might place your hands upon its open and glowing pages.
Oh, what's the worst that can happen?
Mhm. I'm getting a page not found error.
Refresh yourself.
on.
I don't see your...
You're trying to
here.
touch a book. You get a page not found there. That's amazing.
404 record not found.
That's great.
That's a good one. I see you in here now.
Here we are.
Must have had some kind of a blip. All right. So, as you all place your palms upon these pages, you feel yourself swarmed, and overwhelmed with ease by this light, which sends you back to a time before, where, to begin, it will be only Sue and Ben controlling characters, but after not long, Clay, you will step in as well.
Perfect.
And as for you two, You will both be controlling characters which you have before, and you should all now see a folder in your journal that says Vergent Origins. Just
Was that
below
just
characters.
Oh God. I was Nor, wasn't I? I was Nor, I think.
That's right.
Oh God. Oh God. I was crotchety and I think I spoke with a bad southern accent.
That's right. I'm going to ask all of you
Oh,
three to give us your
God.
best southern accents as you can
Oh my
as
God.
these characters.
Oh cripes. Yeah, Nor is a sarcastic SOB with a really bad southern accent. Oh God. Shoot.
Standing here, you take on the forms of Jastor Gulavir, soon to be first emperor of the Vergent Empire, and his best friend Nor Gumpen the dwarf. His uncle, Tardan Gulavir, is across the way, and his friend Callum Sevrup, a cleric. And behind them are the people of Cadlia, armed with Vergent crystals, shields, and blades in hands, preparing to set out for a final battle to siege and take control of the primary city of the Exaris regime, what you all know now as Vergent City. Their soldiers, their golems, their protections stand at the gates. And before a charge is to be made, then I would ask you, in the words of the first emperor, to inspire his people to battle.
Oh God. Okay. I gotta find that voice real quick. Men, we have traveled far, fought many battles, and there's one more we must fight. To take the Version City. Or that's what I'd like to call it once we've captured it. Named after the new allies we've made, the dragons, which empower the weapons that you hold. And weapons they are, my friends. Weapons they are. We will crush these Exaris swine, and we will reclaim this city for justice, and the people will... Sorry, my...
No, it's perfect. For justice and the people. And with that, charge into battle. Make your way across the fields of Cadlia before the great city.
Would think that as we start making our way, Nor himself would look at everybody and say, I better not see any dead bodies out there. Can you imagine the paperwork you're gonna cause me? And we're not paying out money to your families if you die, so you better survive this.
You somehow... That was... I'm sorry, Sue. That was like you somehow did a Southern and a Scottish accent simultaneously.
Famous! Yes!
Alright.
As you rush forward, dost descend a winged creature from above. In the air, like a shadow, it falls. Down upon you, you see one of the Vergent dragons crash down. And it says, Jastor! You've killed my children! Made them your tools! I will side with whoever I must to claim revenge. And as it does, there is a manifestation of magic, a blast, which it takes. As lay from the character sheet I'm about to give you, you'll get to use one spell of surprise. You will be controlling Jillian Gulavir, the sister of Jastor, who has been an infiltrator amongst the Exaris, hidden herself away and made them believe her one of their own. Now comes the moment to betray them. Now comes the moment to secure her brother's victory.
And I hate to tell you, but she also had a southern accent.
Wait, so sorry, can you say that again?
Yes. Which detail would you like?
I betrayed the...
You joined this old tyrannical faction in ruse, became their apprentice, became powerful as a sorcerer, which you are, and now, finally, your brother's revolution has come to its precipice, and you're going to help them.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You should find her character sheet here. I should be able to pop it up for you. And you should have a list of wonderful spells there, which you can choose to cast one of.
Oh, it messed up. Okay, hold on.
No worries.
I'm not seeing her anymore.
Well, no, I'm seeing a thing on my thing for Jillian about how I want to create the character.
Jillian's blank.
I just sent it.
Oh, now I see it.
There we go. Ooh, disintegrate. That's a good one.
Yeah. Here, I don't want to do any. I don't want to screw things up.
So I should just cast a spell?
Cast a spell as you come from hiding within invisibility. Cast that away. And then give us a introductory line, if you would.
And I'm fighting against the green guys.
That's right. The big dragon. No, you are fighting with the green guys against these folk.
With the dragon.
Against the dragon. The dragon is your
the dragon's mad at us.
The dragons, I said that they were our allies. They were not our allies. I was just making that up.
So, where you are, everybody above this green line is an enemy, including the dragon.
I don't know what the spell does, but I like its name, so I'm going to cast
Let's see it.
this at
The best
level
way.
4.
Shatter.
On the dragon.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That's a good choice.
Yes.
And then I'm going to say, try this one on for size, you yellow belly bootlicker.
Perfect.
Good one, sister.
Absolutely perfect. Everyone,
Oh, and then I add a yeehaw on the end because I have to.
as your characters, please roll for me initiative.
Hold on, babe. Where you going, babe? There's a boy. Okay. Okay, let's see what we're doing here.
I don't have the option to roll
It should be a little die button between here, let me just
found it.
There you are.
I found it,
Fabulous. All right, Nor Gumpin will act first against the Virgin
That's
Dragon.
Hysterical.
It will roll a
okay.
save against that shatter.
All right.
And this shatter spell, creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage in the saving throw. It fails nonetheless, as that is... Yep, it fails. Full damage. 29 points. Nor Gumpin, what are you going to do?
Okay, so he's only got 35 feet of movement. He can't get right up to the dragon this round anyhow. But he does have this. And because he, assassinate. During its first turn, the assassin has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn, which the dragon has not,
Ooh,
I believe.
that's right.
Any hit the assassin scores against a surprise creature is a crit.
It's not
I don't
a
think we
surprise.
can call this guy surprise.
No.
But having advantage, let's try that. Okay, no, we will go with that 26. Please and thank you. And so there's
Saves
the
on the
piercing
poison.
plus the poison. That's too bad. Okay. And then sneak attack. Assassin deals an extra 4d6 damage When it hits a target with a weapon attack and has advantage on the attack roll, which we just did, so sneak attack should also come in. Oh, it didn't roll it, but that's okay, because I can. So the 4d6 should also come into play. So let's do that on top of it for the sneak attack.
9 and 16.
25. And
Excellent.
then it took half poison damage if it made the save.
That is right. It still takes half, so it takes that lovely
Yes.
6 points. Alrighty.
And Nor is not stupid enough, I think, to be right in the line of fire, actually, from the dragon. But he is smart enough to get behind some people. That's what he's gonna do.
All right. And so we come to the Virgin Dragon's turn. As it inhales, and what it exhales is a wave of force, pure sound, which resonates, deafening. You can see soldiers bleeding from the ears as they die. I'm going to need a saving throw from Jastor. That's you, Ben, against this debilitating breath.
Dex save, con save.
Constitution.
That was actually. Sorry,
Jesus.
He has a
21.
bonus.
That is a save. Excellent. And a number
What
of
do I-
these soldiers are dead.
Oh dear.
Half damage. That's all right. They were slaves.
Oh dear. Wow. Nora's over here like, what did I tell you about dying, you fools? Wow.
Jillian
that's
is
not
up
good.
next. Lay, what have you got this turn?
What do I got? I can't do shatter. Oh, can I do shatter again?
You can do Shatter again if you'd like.
You know, let's just go for this one. 'Cause that looks bad.
Scorching Ray.
Right.
Roll that twice more for me, as that is a 3-beam attack. Excellent. And those second two are going to connect with the dragon and deal to it
Pew, pew, pew.
those lovely 19 points of fire damage, blasting it at its side.
Yeehaw.
Hasta la vista, baby! I'm just saying
And we
what
got
comes
some
off the top of my
effects.
head.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, it's unhinged.
Excellent. All right. You can move if you'd like. And the soldiers of the Axaris regime say, "What? He's betrayed us!" But then there is an unheard command, which Jillian recognizes as well as retreat back through the gates. And the soldiers begin to rush away. But she will not leave her brother to this fight. She remains, and it's his turn next. What is Jastor going to do?
Jester's gonna approach this dragon and draw his great sword high up in the sky, and just radiant light comes down and
Before it does, I'm going to need you to make a plea to Aniva, who has abandoned you since you destroyed the Virgin Dragons and made them into your weapons. Ask
Aniva.
for one last battle.
Aniva, my people need you now more than ever. I'm not proud of what I did, but I did it for the greater good. I submit myself to your judgment after this last fight.
And as this occurs, does his sword glow with light? Continue with your turn.
So, hell yeah, I'm gonna smite.
You're gonna critically smite.
Wow. Yeah, that's a thing that just happened.
16 points.
28 plus 16.
Dragon is bloodied.
And I'm gonna do it again.
That's a hit again.
And I'm gonna do it one more time. Oh, I missed.
Oh no.
It is a miss. Alrighty. That is his turn over. At the top of the round, Tardon, the uncle of Jastor, will rush forward, saying, "Charge!" as the soldiers move to bypass the dragon and to engage the the Exaris defenders before they can flee. We come back to Norgumpen's turn.
Yeah, he's not sure he wants to let Jaster have all the fun, but he's also, again, wise enough to not want to get right up in front of this thing. So I think he's going to yell something like, Jaster, you fool, get away from that dragon, stop playing around with him. And he's going to try and shoot again, and because Jastor, though, is right there, he does still get sneak attack.
If he hits, though, and that's a 14 to hit, which is unfortunately not enough.
Gosh darn it. There's nothing else I can do, huh?
Not at this time, no. Move if you would like. The dragon is up.
Well, wait a minute. I do have advantage on it because I have an ally within 5 feet.
No,
right?
That won't give you advantage. It'll just enable sneak attack.
Wah. All right. Well, his shields are dead, so
these attacks are against Jastor.
Yeah.
That's 27.
Well, he also can't leave his friend there to possibly die and stuff, so he's going to start advancing too.
All right. The dragon bites and claws out at the Vergent would-be Emperor and says, "No! You will die for what you have done!" Jillian,
you can't kill me.
Acts next. Lay, what's it going to be this turn?
Disintegrate.
Holding back is
there's
fine.
like a tiny faint voice in my head telling me to use disintegrate.
But use it if you like.
Lord.
Does he speak in with a southern accent? There we go.
All right.
There we go.
That's a good roll for disintegrate too.
Holy crap!
And she's just gonna yell, "Fuck you, you bastard!"
With
Just
that,
in the
a beam of green energy, but not that crystalline hue, a more sickening color, protrudes from the finger of Jillian, moving at great speed out to slam into the creature. And with that, its entire form begins to melt away, crumbling into tiny specks of green crystal dust as it dies and fades. And we are out of initiative because, while you have been victorious in this engagement, trouble is just around the corner.
Gosh.
Because
I
your
think
invasion-
after.
Yes?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Nope,
Sure.
It's not important.
This invasion is contingent upon breaching the walls of the city, and a new problem now arises. There is a crystal of blood which rests atop the spire at the height of this city, and it activates, glowing with a great crimson energy. A shield of power washes over the whole of the city, protecting it and destroying those caught in its edge.
Oh dear.
There is now no way forward for the Emperor's forces. But Jillian, you've prepared for this. You have a plan. Tell your brother how you can smuggle them in through a gate to the 9 hells.
Do I have a plan, or do I just tell him, "I got this, I got you"?
Whatever you'd like. The mic is yours.
Go with my brother and be like, "Listen, I know I've said this in the past, It hasn't gone too great. But I need you to trust me, because I
Wait.
can get us all in there.
This better not be the hell portal idea again. I swear to God, sister.
Well, you see, this time it'll work. I think. I'm
Fine.
like
We'll go through
85% sure. Last time I was like 50% sure, so that's like a what, 35% increase?
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's not like we have much of an alternative right now.
And so, to a place not so far from here, will Jillian lead the intruding adventurers to a circle which can be scrawled in the ground and take you into the hells. Orange light flows upon all of your flesh, leading you forwards to an interior where, Jillian, you believe to be an exit door from the entrance you just came in. Lead on ahead.
Smells like rotten eggs down here.
Proceed at will, everyone.
Ah, jeez. I think Nora, as they're walking, is just gonna say, I suppose this isn't the craziest thing I've done in my lifetime. It's close though, but not the craziest.
I think this is right on brand for you, my
She
stout
leads
friend.
over the edge and spits in the lava and sees what sound it makes.
It falls, and then you hear a...
She's like, that's awesome.
One of these days, somebody's gonna have to make an honest woman out of you. Jillian, you can't keep doing these crazy
This
things.
time, what are you talking about, honest woman? I was honest. I said 85% chance.
You follow Jillian's lead into another chamber filled with coffins. Sarcophagi.
Well,
rather.
I don't like the look of this one bit. Who wants to put money on it that them bones are going to come out and start attacking us?
But in the
That's
center
ridiculous.
is your objective.
I'm going to go poke the coffin. I'm going to go try to take the lid off. I'm going to see what happens.
What? Don't touch that! What are you
I'm
doing?
touching it.
As you do so, a spirit emerges.
What?
Oh, Jillian.
There you have it here.
Curse you and your curiosity.
Oh, howdy there, fine fella. What can I do you for? She says. She starts backing away.
Your body! We want it!
That's going to be a hard no for me.
Callum,
No
the
way to
cleric
speak to
along
a
with
woman.
you, rushes up and says, "No, I turn thee," holding forward his symbol of Lyra. "Away with you, undead!" And the two ghosts give a and recede back into their coffins.
Sure,
Thank
I'm
you.
glad I didn't put down money on the bones attacking us, because that seems to not be what's going to happen.
That is, well, it wasn't bones that attacked us, but maybe we should turn our attention to the giant glowing red pentagram in the center of the room. I believe that's our destination.
I suppose we should. Oh, I can't use disintegrate again. Damn it.
As you approach it, Jillian, you know the incantation to activate this circle. And when you step up to it, you can cast it. And Latifolia, who is experiencing this time, can learn it. And learn how to open that circle which Gwahir found before.
I think she's going to be like, since y'all don't seem to like when I do things without getting prior approval and all that jazz, y'all cool with me doing the incantation, opening the door?
Incant, sister. Incant.
I don't suppose we
Okay.
have much of a choice in the matter.
Yeah, let's go. And she starts doing it.
All right. And through you will go, grouping up on this portal, and then finding yourself transferred to a dark and damp basement. You can hear a hum, the sound of that crystal, the crystal atop the spire, which is active, shielding this entire city.
Well, shielding it from the outside, but
That's right.
we're on the inside.
You, Jillian, have found this hidden chamber. You have taken the time to create this way, and now you've used it. Lead the way.
See my compatriots. Let's go. Start skipping.
I wasn't expecting that to work, but it looks like I'm not even missing 15% of my body or anything like that.
Ye of little faith. I can't get my character to move. No, I can.
It's a dead end.
A hidden door.
Is it a dead end?
It can be activated with a magical glyph.
Oh.
Or with a magical spell, as missiles slam into it, pum pum pum, shattering the wall.
So,
What's in the boxes? If there's any treasure in the boxes, I claim it. I open the boxes. I want to open a box.
Storeroom full of Exaris goods, wares, and gold.
I would start loading up my pockets.
Look, once we capture the spire, that's all ours, okay? We don't need to take it now.
Oh, but this one's pretty. I'm gonna put a little ring on my pinky finger. Be like, I'm keeping this one.
Alright, give me that one.
Well, this one's mine. You can have another one.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's focus. Let's rally.
Wrong with one
even-
good when you can
We
pass.
should probably go upstairs.
When no one's looking, I think even Nora will grab a couple handfuls to make up for the men that, just got obliterated. Like to, I don't know, pay for more troops or pay their families or something.
When I try to move
Fair
my
enough.
character, it just moves around the map.
Oh, that's, you've got the pan tool selected. Click on the select tool in the upper left of your menu.
Yeah, I clicked on it. Okay, I have pan view on, and then when I change it to select, it's still in pans.
Strange.
Hold on, let me just reload the page.
No worries.
So we
Yeah,
have
near-
thoroughly looted this room of all of its
You
stuff.
certainly have.
No,
We are
we
nearing the
haven't, 'cause we're gonna
culmination
come
of
back later.
our vision.
I go upstairs. Sword out.
Yeah.
Do I need to blam open this wall too, or someone got something for me?
As you make
I feel
your way
like
to here,
we all
these are
jingle as we
stairs
walk
leading
now.
up and
Oh, yeah.
into the chamber of the Exaris. These heroes of this time will then emerge. They will take control of the Exaris Spire. As they do so, they will cut down the commander of the Exaris forces. They will have a second encounter with a necromantically resurrected man whom they slew in the village of Dalefen. They will pursue Tarum Jacksonair, Lord of the Exaris, to the top of the spire, where he flees, but the crystal is shattered. And now, standing on the stairs of the spire, before those who would be his supplicants, Jastor Gulavir will proclaim himself emperor of this new faction. Ben, give us the speech.
Another speech. Okay, I'm holding the
And
crown.
as you do, proclaim the new sin of magic.
So is there like a crown that I have?
Perhaps you found one in the treasure room.
Okay, I I like take the crown and I hold it out, and I hold out my sword and I say, I found this crown in the gutter, and I picked it up
with my sword. I claim myself to be the emperor of the new Virgin Empire, and I forever denounce magic in this world and those who would use it to oppress. It is now will be known as the greatest sin of our people. Magic shall hereby be banned, heavily enforced, and otherwise repelled culturally from forever. Period.
But I can still use it, right?
Oh yeah, you're fine, sweetie.
Okay, good.
Hold on that note, because part of your withdrawal, Jillian, from this situation was to proclaim that you were still aligned with the leader of these villains that you've just struck down, and to escape with him, so as you all can track him down later. Jillian is not here. Jillian is in violation of the sin, and must be hunted down as well in good time.
I take that back. I say, we will find my sister and we'll hunt her down in good time.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was there. My bad.
All good? No, all is well. So with that, you all find your vision fading, returning to the museum after having witnessed that great victory. As you withdraw from the perspective of the book, what will you all say to one another?
Did that line about picking up the crown with the sword? That was pretty sick.
Did y'all see what I just saw?
Yeah. Yeah, did you get the passcode for the hell portal? Wait, do you think Jillian?
Jillian's voice was the same voice which you heard in your message, Gwahir.
It was. Is Jillian with Natas in hell right now? Wait a second.
I think Lottie would say, they might actually get along.
No. I don't know if I trust this now. This is a big decision because because Jillian fled and went with the XR king. Now was she actually still loyal to the Virgin Empire, or was this a double agent
Rodin
situation?
will step forward to say, this is the fourth chapter of the Tales of the Emperor. There is a fifth, though the common folk have not read it, but I have. It is stored in the Mage Tower to the south. There, Jillian Gulliver met her demise at the sword of her brother. You need not worry about that.
I do worry about that because I heard her voice speaking to me earlier today.
That's really awful that her own brother would kill her for any reason. That seems really, really mean.
Unless she was speaking to me from hell because she was in hell because she died. I guess that would make sense. But like, I'm sure Natas is in hell because he wanted to go there. But also, I'm a little worried about opening this portal now because what if this new Exar attack comes through the portal just like how Jester used it? Ah.
So what are you all going to do? Will you make your way to Virgin Spire and open the portal? Or will
Maybe
you take a
we
different
could.
path?
What is the benefit to doing that?
The benefit is that Natas, Margie, and two others are trapped in the Nine Hells, waiting for this portal
Oh,
to be
hell
opened.
yeah, no. If we know that, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I'm inclined to go. I'm just a little worried about Jillian.
I think Lottie does the old, like, you know, like in the Midwest when people go, oh, and then they slap their hands on their knees and they get up.
Oh,
He's like
time
already
to hit
going.
the old
He's
dusty trail.
Yeah. He's like, you're either, he doesn't say this, but like in his head, he's like, they're either coming with me or they're not, but either way I'm going, so I might as well go.
All right.
Excellent.
You might.
Maybe
I'll
we
go.
could open the portal, but just a little bit, just enough to let our friends out, and then close it right back up again.
All right. You have a plan, then, in mind. So, shall we to Virgin Spire to enact it?
Hell to the yeah.
I think that the 15-year-old is going to cast Mage Armor on herself as we make our way. So just in case bad things happen, an AC 14 will keep her alive.
Perfect. Then we will go to what will be our conclusive sequence in today's session. You will follow Gwahir to the Emerald Spire here at the center of the city, enclosed in walls, and climb a great set of stairs like you witnessed in that historical vision to enter Virgin Spire here. Proceed forward to the location which you discovered before. Gwahir.
Alrighty. Guys, follow me, please.
Yeah. So, shoot. Shael has no protective magic that would help anybody else. Only herself. So, not really anything she could do ahead of time for anyone's sake.
We're fine. I don't think we're. What's the general doing over there?
An interesting question. As Sue, Leia, are you able to move and catch up with Gwahir?
Yes.
Here, hold on. Gwayhair moves very fast for an elder elf.
Yes, indeed. Making your
She's
way
very spry.
into the throne room, you do see General Marcus Castgrove, as you have identified him, Gwahir. This man, which you understand to be Natas's cruel father. He is speaking with the Virgin Ambassador, which you, Shael, met in Dalefen, and they are discussing what is about to happen. You can overhear the general saying, "Ensure that civilians are ready and warned, send out missives, make sure the criers inform well that they are now here to stay. If they want to leave, their window has passed. If they've missed that, they have made their bets." And he marches up towards the stairs beside him.
He seems pleasant.
I don't know if Shia would fully understand what is going on.
Does Sue understand?
Yes and no. Bad things. Armies, super evil shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, her most concerning thing is seeing if her father and grandfather are here. Because she doesn't want to run into them. So she's kind of distracted with that.
They are not at this time.
That's good. That's good. I mean, yes, we're going to do the portal thingy.
Is anyone? Are they just fine with us walking over here?
You can actually see as guards are rushing about, there seems to be something that is happening imminently as you are coming here. Something separate from what you're doing.
Can I get any sense of that?
You can get that sense, but I can give you no information other than to say it's a guard like this says, "Excuse me," rushing past.
Okay. Well, I guess we can use that to our advantage and slip down here.
Into the mausoleum. The guards who were here before are not. As you come down these stairs.
I have just the worst feeling about this, guys.
Well, like I said, maybe we could just open this portal to the hells, just a little bit, just enough.
Just a smidge.
Yes, and then, I do not know that word, but just enough, and then close it right back up again.
Shall I presume that a magic spell was used to collapse this wall?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good. My settings weren't properly configured to halt you.
I think
It's
Lati
all
would put a hand on Chael's shoulder and say, that is not how this works. It's all or nothing, I'm afraid.
Well, all right then. It's more important to get our friends out than it is to not.
And I'm guessing the room that had been full of treasure that we watched Nora and them stuff their pockets with is no longer. So it's not like we could grab a couple trinkets. That's a bummer. It's too bad.
Wait. Before I do this, I'm gonna go back in the other room.
And look for treasure.
No, is one of these sarcophagus marked Jillian Gulliver?
No. There is only Jastor, his uncle, Nor the dwarf, and Callum the cleric.
Well, all right. I'm gonna ready myself here. I'm gonna ready to cast Wall of Force, and just whoever comes through this portal, if I don't like it, I'm gonna cast Wall of Force and create a bubble around the portal.
All right. Latifolia, opening this portal is on you.
Hold on
Oh, yeah.
one tick. Hold on. Oh, that might really hurt everybody though, huh? Okay. Shael will be at the ready with something if things besides our friends come through that seem alarming.
Well, I don't think our friends are coming through. We're going in, right?
The hope is that they might come through.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this thing.
All right. And so, as Latifolia incites the incantations, the recitation completes, and this portal hums to life. From it come 4 shapes. A bit flabbergasted, somewhat shocked, but with grins on some of their faces, happy to see you all, are Natas and Margie, and 2 others whom you don't recognize. But nonetheless, I imagine that Natas would just give Lottie a great big hug.
Aww.
They seem affected. Natas, his skin is more scabby. At places it looks like stone. And Margie, albeit having a bright and happy smile, has what appears to be dark purple makeup or blood that is flooded down from her eyes. And yet, before these greetings can properly take place, something changes. Something which to you is, in a subtle way, familiar. You hear a hum. It's the same hum you heard when you were in the Vision of Origins, as the Exaris crystal was activated to shield the city.
Oh, Pescadio.
Would you make your way outside to see what has happened?
Yeah, and I think Lottie says, I got a bad feeling about that.
Yeah, I think Shael, not recognizing 2 of the 4, but obviously, I think she'd grab Margie by the hand and start to pull her away from the circle because she's worried that other things might come out.
Yeah,
possibly bad things.
Lottie would kind of stay behind and make sure everyone gets out of the room. All right, y'all, let's...
You all make it out of the room without issue as Natas complains about body-stealing ghosts. And you make your way to the front doors of this spire.
Ghosts.
As you exit it, you can look up to see a great emerald shield that begins to emanate from the crystal atop the tower and begin to fall down around the city, much in the same way that the Exaris shield did. The light glows and begins to bask you all in its shade. The whole city beginning to be enshrouded by this defensive measure. Do you have any reactions to this occurrence? And final notes today.
I think Lottie would just say, this cannot be a good thing.
Well, I guess they're trapped in here with us now.
Sucks for them.
Sue, anything? Close.
Her first thought really would be to like run to where she thinks her mother would be. But she's also thinking if there's about to be a fight, she should do like her talents are better needed here than
As of now, it feels as if you are simply being enshrouded in this shield of protection around the whole city. You have no inkling that a fight would be coming, perhaps besides that gut feeling.
Yeah, no, in her mind it's she thinks something bad is coming. And as much as she wants to like take off running, she thinks she's better off here.
And come it does, as suddenly you all hear an ear-splitting crack. You see a burst of light as that crystal atop the tower explodes. Raining down are small fragments of that crystal, and the energy shield that would to protect this city begins to recede and fade away. The historical defense of Vergent City, which would hold back any army, any assault, has failed. And that's where today's story closes.